stream. Okay. Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, good evening, everyone. If you're just if this is just your first stream, I thank you for watching. If you're returning from the last stream, thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate it. I'm fairly new to the streaming, so forgive me if there are any technical issues going on. Hopefully, um, you can hear a little bit of the music, the Christmas music playing in the background. Um, I try to pick some royalty-free Christmas music so that I don't get a copyright strike. So, I do hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's see, what can we start with? Let's see. This is indeed a Christmas themed live stream. I will try to do drawings that are Christmas related. But, if something pops in my head, I'll go in that direction. And to everyone who knows someone or they themselves have gone through or have been affected by the tornadoes that hit last week, my thoughts and prayers are with you, especially at this time of the year. That that cannot be easy for you, and I really do truly feel for you and your family. Well, let's see. I'm gonna start off with maybe a couple of warm-up sketches. Just, I guess you would call them gesture drawings, or start with a sketch. And I'm not gonna even layer this stuff. Not gonna even try to layer it. Just gonna do a rough sketch, and then I'll just draw on top of it like it's regular paper. Start with a leaping reindeer. Just even though I have a really cartoony way of drawing, I try to include some aspects of actual anatomy. Let me turn this off. Sorry about that. I am piping this music through my cell phone, so, and it's coming off the internet, and I should have gotten ad block. But let's see. I try to incorporate some aspects of actual anatomy, whether it be human or in this case animal or reindeer. And I do pride myself on trying to get a realistic look for the reindeer nose. Caribou reindeer have a very specific nostril shape, and I try to get fairly close with that. Not so sure about the ears though, but I don't really have a reference ready, so it's purely from memory. sketch going here. Of course, the slave vowels, of course, just sure how stylized I want this right here. Let's see. Let's see. Excuse me. You know, when the temperatures change dramatically, like it was like 70 something degrees a couple of days ago. Now it's like 40 something. I get a very bad cold. And so I'll probably be sniffling and sneezing a bit. I'll try not to sneeze into the microphone so much. You probably hear me talking through my talking through my mouth and trying not to sneeze again. Because usually I'll do one and I'll get, you know, the other ones start coming behind it. So. Yeah. When I'm doing rough drawings, I'll draw all over it. If in the middle of doing the sketch, I change my mind as far as, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna extend that out a little bit more, those hooves, and have this one that's farthest away overlapping just a little bit. This one's kind of drawn in more. Now this guy, Donner dancer, whichever right now you should like him to be. He's just chilling, just, you know, he's just having a good time. He's doing this little leap, a little practice leap, and he's trying his best to focus on what he's doing. Yeah, might as well give a layer anyway. Let's see. I'm not labeling it. It's a sketch, so I'm not labeling it. Let's see. I usually switch over to should I do pastels? No, I'm doing, let's see what. I used to do colored pencil or something like that. Color change. Okay. I don't want to do ink. Where's pencil? Where pencil is? Tribal, noise, pastel, chalk. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. bring the stabilization up a little bit. That's what I just double check. Way up.
Nowadays,
Okay, this is getting on my nerves. Stop. Okay. Okay. Ah, I forgot what color pencil is. There we go. Color pencil. Brain fart there for a minute. Just delete all this. Start over. I said this was a warm-up drawing, but I might as well just make it a full-fledged drawing. Well, a sketch.
Nowadays,
I wonder if all these ads will spit. I really want to skip these ads.
gout for deer isn't just for drivers. There's a fatal illness threatening the health and future.
But it's... I've got ad block on my computer, but I don't have it on my phone. And I really should get it on my phone. Little whiskers on these chinny chin chin. Just change this eyebrows a bit. Sorry. Yeah. That one sneeze just started it all. Okay. Just gonna 10. Is that smaller? Turn the stabilization up a little. I'll pull that stabilization back and forth depending on what I'm doing. If I were drawing like little sprigs of hair like this, I turn the stabilization down. But these long lines here, like I'm trying to draw the reins of jingle bells, the reins here, I turn on the stabilization. Well, I turn it way up. It's caribou there. Or a reindeer. I don't know. There is a difference between caribou and reindeer. I think reindeer are in the caribou family, but I don't think they're the same animal. I'm not sure. I may be wrong on that. Let's just go back here. These hooves here. It's really rough, but there's here. I think I said it on the last stream and I'll repeat it. I have a newfound respect for all the traditional animators that ever had to animate any deer, reindeer, caribou, any animal that had antlers. I can't I can't imagine the continuity nightmare that would be involved in drawing all those antlers over and over from different angles and perspectives and keeping it somewhat consistent. Just ugh. It's probably why Bullwinkle had antlers that were more or less a stylized comb. No fancy pattern on his antlers. Just you're just drawing two combs next to his head. It's just you don't have to worry as much about the accuracy of his antlers on there. Though it's probably not. It's probably gets solved with CGI, of course, because you're dealing with a 3D model. So you're just moving the 3D model of the antlers in space, in three-dimensional space. So you don't have to worry about drawing them over and over. Open his eyes up. Okay, now he just a little looks a little off. Looks like he's gotten into some spike dating or something. Yeah. Take somebody's satellite off their house. That's on a special egg dog. This is called a special egg dog. Okay. Just, just use some eyes to shade it. Get better. Some shading back here. Just underside. Something really rough. Oh yeah, turn that down. Just leave that shine. Leave a bit of a shine there on the top of the hooves there. It's really messy, but good for warming up. Another ad, okay. Okay, let's see. Hmm. I'm not sure if you can hear that car driving by, but if you hear something, there is a car driving by. I mean, this is just okay. He looks a little weird. Okay. Yeah, we're not keeping that. It's just weird. All right, to the sketch layer. Let's see. I have not done. Should we do like a nativity scene, or let's see. Go back to rough pencil there. Okay, there we go. Or like the okay, nativity scene is kind of cliche, but just let's stay in that same thing. Try something else. Let's see. Okay, I can draw. I guess a wise man or something looking at the star. Um, I haven't drawn. Well, I don't know if I said that the last stream, but I have two weaknesses: painting and people. Not as good. Well, it's drawing people doesn't come as naturally to me, and painting is a struggle for me. I cannot do hyper realistic paintings to save my life. That's why a lot of my stuff is so cartoony. But I still do. I still manage to. I can manage to crank out a decent looking human being, or something that looks somewhat like a human being. I think I'll just do like a silhouette type thing where he's he's looking at the star. And so his back's to us. Well, he's to the side a little bit. Rough. Just rough it out here. Should I give him a long hair? I'm probably going to draw a terrible looking camel because I've drawn a camel maybe twice in my entire life. I've just never had to draw that many camels. Because I remember years ago doing a nativity scene, like painting the nativity, no, drawing a nativity scene for a church, but um, it's been years, and my artwork was far, far worse than it is now. It's a reasonable camel. I think that's how their knees go. Camels have that those weird knobby knees. I'm taking a step there. I cannot remember how their back legs go. I'm not sure if they're like a horse's, or I think their back knees are just as. Not sure how it goes. Camel. Okay. Let's see. I have to zoom out every now and then because I cannot draw detail or draw with the screen that close without making some kind of mistake. Or the proportions on the characters will be way off. Yeah. wide shot there. Yeah, that's a camel. Weird looking camel. Oh yeah, let's go to the pencil layer, the color pencil here. We got some aircraft this time. Not a car, but aircraft. Turn the stabilization down a little bit. Make it more realistic. King camel. Well, the somewhat realistic expression. I think they have these jutting out lips like that. Yeah, I think that's. I think the camel would just have like a dry expression. He could care less what's going on. He's just a camel. I think that's how camels' ears look. Let me turn this down. That opacity on the sketch layer. Turn that down just a little bit. See. Let's see if I can draw a profile. Could they have had a big beard back then? I'm not sure. Okay. Not certain how long his hair would be, but yes, I think he would have some sort of a head covering. Not certain. Not much of a scholar on these sort of things. See, he's got the camel by the reins there. Back the camel's head. So, okay. Let's try this here. Okay. There's a comic artist, I think, who is the master of drawing clothing folds. And he sits and designs the clothing folds, which is just incredible to me. Now I'm just kind of going on instinct. Just, I think it would fold here, I think they would fold in this way here. I'm just looking at the to get my clothing folds, to kind of look consistent, so they don't all look like silk and they don't look too stiff and that sort of thing. Um, think his other arm would be here, holding the reins on the other side. I think that's good enough. That thing is going to work here. Highly stylized. I don't think the My Boys Man looks too bad, but I don't think I can say the same for the camel. It's just round it off a little bit more. This may be one of those drawings that might not keep because it looks rough, you know. Well, my camel looks rough, but I really didn't plan it out. I really didn't have an idea of drawing this. I had a rough idea. Just hey, let's do some Christmas themed artwork, but not specific. So I didn't try to look up, you know, research what a camel looks like. So it's yeah. How to get this weird looking camel like beast. Oh yeah, draw his other foot there. Yeah, they had saddles back then. Oh, goodness. I think that's what a camel's tail looks like. Okay. A little bit of a dip in the sands there. Zoom out. I think that's great. Okay. Okay. Dip the dinosaurs. Some other stars in the sky. Of course, they always have it stylized in every painting. And yeah, that was right. Yeah, I just remember what the camel's kind of looks like. Because I just remember Joe Camel. Anyone old enough to remember Joe Camel? He used to advertise cigarettes with a cartoon humanoid camel in the ads. And parents had a fit about that, so because they were saying that oh, it's encouraging kids to smoke, but in my case, I just knew that my mom would kill me if she caught me smoking, and that's what stopped that. That's what kept that from happening. Excuse me. Mm, let's call this shading. Add a little shading on top of that. Let's see. The light shade there. Color pencil. Increase the brush size a little. We'll put this underneath the pencil. just so something is there. Just turn down that sketch layer, the shading. Let's see. And this is not going to be too complicated. Just that something is there. Just so that to show that the star is really bright. I'm going to use a darker shade for the camel's legs on the other side there. Ears, side of the face there. I make it a little bit darker, just underneath it, right there. Right, just the side of his face where the cloth or veil, I'm not sure what it's called, is falling on the side of his arm there. Some of the folds there. Just just his body itself. Where there just looks a little bit more three-dimensional. Inside the sleeves, inside the camel's ears, and nostrils maybe. I'll use that for the yeah. I think I'll use. I was thinking about using a darker shade, but I'll use this one. This will work. Disappear just a little bit because it's going directly down there. Oh yeah, and shade for the reins there. Uh, it's kind of loading up a little bit. Okay. Make it dark there for the hooves. I think that was a dark. I think that was a level I used for that. I'll make the sand dunes there. Just a little bit of shade there. Okay. Of course, the shadow for wise man and his animal companion. I want to make the sky. I don't really want to color in the sky there. No, I'm just gonna leave that one. No, I'm just gonna. No, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm gonna leave the sky just like that. I guess. Yeah, the side is leg there. Just might as well make it just a little bit darker there. Yeah, I have this thing where I'll get it to a certain point where it looks pretty good. Now try to push past that, and I'll end up messing it up. You ever do that? You get something just the way you like it, or just to the point where you're satisfied with it. Then you go, let me monkey with that a little bit more, and then you screw it up. That is like the worst camel I've probably ever drawn. But eh, it'll work. No, I'm not saving that. Do a new one. This will work. Illustration. Say, let's keep the dimensions because I had been drawing some storyboards. That's why the canvas is so long like that. So just might as well keep the same dimensions because we're sketching. So you know, it's not like I'm doing a commission or something. So let's see, rough pencil. What are we doing now? What are we doing? Okay, I might as well draw one of the characters. And if you, as you may or may not know, I have a comic book series called Bounty Jack, about a bounty hunting rabbit, and I release them traditionally. And those of you who are familiar with the series or heard the last stream, this is a kind of a review. Um, I released it traditionally, and I'm probably planning on returning to the strip sometime next year, January, February, or something like that. It was originally December, but I pushed it back a little bit further because I'm working on some other things on the side. And I haven't quite gotten done with those. I'd like to wrap those up kind of before I begin another big project. Um, and the character is a bounty hunting rabbit, and he's kind of cantankerous, and he's got a friend who's his former master, Sydney. And yeah, they are sentient. It's kind of Zootopia, except we exist in this universe. Um, and and I like to have kind of an idea of the scenario before I start drawing it. So the scenario is basically um, Sydney, his friend. She's more lighthearted. Uh, he's the curmudgeon. So uh, she's trying to get him to put a satin hat on for like a Christmas picture, and he's like reluctantly doing so. So he's kind of sitting there, kind of sulking, with his arms crossed. And let's start over with this one. Sulking with his arms crossed because he really doesn't want to put this stupid Santa hat on, but she wants to do it, so whatever. Let's get this over with. You know, that kind of attitude. That's the attitude um, I have for this character in this particular position. Zoom in a little bit. Sometimes my rough sketching is really wild. Just do this little unibrow thing for expression. Yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, whatever. Let's get this over with. Let's take, that kind of energy. Let's see. He's got bags, stylized bags under his eyes, and three freckles. You can't really see the one over here because it's almost a 3/4 view. Of course, he's got the stupid Santa hat. Well, in his mind, stupid. And his ears are down because he's sulking, and plus the Santa hat kind of pinched him to the side of his head. Another reason why he's kind of in a bad mood. It's not completely comfortable with those ears pinched to the side of his head. he's got his arms crossed there. Yeah, whatever. So just over here. Zoom in a little bit. Like I said, I have to periodically zoom out a little bit just to make sure the proportions aren't going loopy. Just got this leg crossed over here. Because she's wanting to take the picture on the couch, so he's kind of sulking and sinking down in the couch a little bit. I won't draw the entire couch, just the little stylized version of just where you know where it is. It's about to draw paw pads on his feet, but I just remember rabbits don't have paw pads on their feet. Let's see. I used to have a hard time really drawing like crossed arms and having the fingers kind of, you know, lay upon the upper arm like that, so that it looks, so it looks more natural. So put his shoulders up a little bit because he's kind of sulking. He's kind of push himself down into the couch. New layer, vector, raster. I can never remember which one I would rather have. One of them smoother than the other. I don't know. We'll go with whatever I picked. I think it's vector, raster. No, I think I'll get vector. Let's see. In the ink. Turn the stabilization up. Size. Now let's make it a little bit smaller. 10. Let's see. Start with the bridge of his nose here. Kind of pulls it. Get rid of that. Nostrils kind of pulled out right there. It's almost human. There's a hint of human anatomy in his nose, but not quite. Get that pouting jaw jutting out there. A little bit larger. I usually go with the basic details, the smaller brush size, and I go back over the exterior, the larger brush size. It's probably a waste of time, but I guess because I got used to doing it with the traditional art, my traditional art tools, micron pens. So I just ended up transferring that to the digital world. It's just kind of scrunched there to the point it's almost scrunching its eye. Just one freckle on the side. Yeah, there we go. Because I have kind of not paid attention before and started drawing on the wrong layer. I think some of you, I'm pretty sure, I'm not the first artist to do something like that. There. Still tricky for me to draw this a little bit. So that it looks like it's going underneath there. And then that bone folds back down there. Come back up here with the upper arm there. It's there. It's a similar pose as if he were trying to stay warm and he was freezing up. But of course, this is just him being stubborn, being a Grinch. I'm sure that hat looks nice and the frills around it. That brim around it looks good and fuzzy. Of course, the folds. I guess it's folding over there. It's kind of yeah, the little ball on the end, kind of folded over there. So, I think I put put his ear behind that shoulder, behind the shoulder there. Stabilization now. Freckles, whiskers, stabilization back up again. These streams I usually do about an hour, though I might just go over a little bit because I'm actually having a good time. And I have one more quick sketch I'd like to do. Let's see. Leg cross over there. And a little bit. Big old rabbit feet. Don't know how much luck it's actually brought him, though. They say rabbit's feet are lucky. And he would dispute that. Toes here. Normally, I would go just a little bit slower if I were doing like a commission for someone. But on streams, on live streams, I like to go fairly fast, just knock rough ideas out, just one after the other, one after the other. So yeah, he's basically like a child. I don't want to take a stupid picture. Okay, zoom out a little bit. Yeah, a little cantankerous, but whatever. He'll do it. See if it's shorts on it, I guess. Turn down the sketch layer. There we go. Funny thing is that even if he's trying to be grumpy, he still looks cute because he's a rabbit. And that's something that he absolutely loathes, the fact that he still looks cute, even when trying to be intimidating. But he can be plenty intimidating when he wants to be. Yeah, I like this. I think I'll keep this. Crop it a little bit. Crop. I'll name it later and save it later, but just put it over there for now. Yeah, I think we're going to put in a little bit of overtime on the stream. Because I got one more little rough sketch I want to knock out. In the last stream, I did this funny little sketch of Rudolph. The concept was, of course, Rudolph. All that fame had gone to his head because he led Santa Slade at one night, and he pretty much built a career off that one thing. And years later, we've got, you know, navigation systems. We don't need Rudolph to lead the sleigh. And, you know, he's kind of like an athlete that's past his prime, but just cannot let it go. But this time, I think I'll go with Rudolph in the height of his prime. No, I think I'll go with another reindeer in the height of his prime. Reindeer, like one of these stouter reindeer, doing like a selfie or something. And one of the other reindeer coming up behind him or coming up beside him and just rolling her eyes. Yeah, make it, it's an old grief, that kind of thing. So, give him a big old dude bro type personality, look to him. Big old goofy grin. Big stout name. And he's a big stout guy, but arrogant is all get out. Antlers there. Just rough it, really rough. Kind of a flat head there. Of course, give him like a barrel chest here. This has got the sell out. Let's get the selfie ones. Here's one of the great reindeer, female reindeer, coming up behind him just as he's about to take it, just rolling her eyes at this guy. person's gonna be like, really? Really? Again, we're just doing a really, really rough sketch of this. Okay, it is really tricky for me to make a feminine animal character without playing into a lot of stereotypes. Let's say she's on her way to, talk to Santa or something. Just happens to be walking by in the background. Just catches him admiring himself. And she is not impressed because, of course, they've known each other for a long time. All these reindeer, Santa's reindeer. And they know their quirks and each other's quirks and personalities and such. So, just like, coworkers at work. Yeah, she's just like, ugh. Just, again, again, Donner, again. Okay. Sure, he has an iPhone or nothing. That would be so cool if they had like an animated. I'm not sure how they could do it. Like an animated live stream of give one of the reindeer like their cell phone or like one of those streamers, like 360 cameras or something, and they're in like Santa's workshop and stuff, and they show themselves getting ready. Yeah, make it look like a live stream and make it look spontaneous. I'm not sure how you could do that in animation, but that would be cool that they could do that. Let's get that nose going. So pretty much ready to start doing a sketch. Big stupid grin on his face. And I draw individual teeth because it's funnier to me than just these two blocks of white there. And give him a cleft chin. Big old muscles there. This boy is ripped. See. Almost no neck there. A stylized tattoo or something. It's okay. Just, okay, zoom in a little There we go. Just rough out the antlers there. Just some wild antler shapes, but put those muscles over on that side there. Those jingle bells there on his neck there. Because you know he's got like a TikTok and stuff. Yeah, a character like this has definitely got a TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, probably streams every night. I mean, the only reason he doesn't have an OnlyFans is because it would get him fired. Can't have children's icons with an OnlyFans account. Of course, she's just like, okay. Let's back up a little bit. Kind of alter that expression just a little bit. This is all there we go. There we go. Because I wanted it to look annoyed. I wanted her to look annoyed, but for some reason she looked infuriated. I mean, it looked was a lot nastier than I mean meant for it to be. Let's see. And she's got her jingle bells on too, because they're about to embark on that all important sleigh ride, Christmas Eve sleigh ride. And she's cool with just putting it on, but of course he's got to take a picture of himself to all his followers to let them know that he is also on the sleigh team. Just style this there. Just make the arms a little bit bigger. Oops. She's just on her way to get on the sleigh or just get ready. Just to get ready. And he's sitting there taking pictures of himself. And that's Yeah, then on the same layer. What else is scheduled to work?
This Friday.
No, no, no ads. No more ads. You were good. You were good for a while. Now you gotta put the ads on there. Next time I'm gonna try to find a different musical source or just put ad block on my phone. Okay. Okay. There we go. You flirting with the camera and she's got more important things to do. Okay, let's see, we're in an hour and almost 15 minutes. Wow. Well, and there are some artists that go 3 hours, and I don't know if I could ever get to that point. But those of you who are still with me, who stuck through the whole thing, thank you very much. I enjoyed it. As I said earlier, I usually go about an hour, but I was having so much fun. I just went overtime because it was fun. And for those who have this is their first stream watching me, thank you again. Um, and I hope all of you will join me the next time I stream. I'm hoping to make this a monthly thing, so I hope you will join me next month. And take care and have a Merry Christmas.